Let's get things started on a nice note. This was Wednesday evening, sent in by Tammy Gassaway from Ringgold, Georgia. You can see that gorgeous sky. We had a couple of clouds around and just a beautiful sunset. So thank you, Tammy, for sending that in. We've had some pretty nice sunsets here recently. And again, we love to show your photos. So send them in to weather@local3news.com. Here's a look at your temperatures this morning. Comfortable in the 60s now. We're at 68 here in Chattanooga, 64 in Cleveland, 62 in Fort Payne, 67 in Calhoun, and a comfortable 58 in Murphy. So many of you in Cherokee County waking up to the 50s this morning. Not so bad for the middle of July, right? It's all thanks to some of this lower humidity that allows the temperatures to drop a little bit more. And we had clear skies overnight, which also helps to do the trick. Muggy meter going to stay in the 60s, maybe even dropping down into that 50s range, which is going to be really comfortable for this time of the year. As for your high temperatures, it's 90 in Murphy, 87 in Blue Ridge. We're going to climb up to 94 in Chattanooga, 88 in Fort Payne, and 91 in Lafayette. And here's a look at your overall picture across the southeast. Now, this front along the Gulf Coast likely to spark off some showers for those beachgoers, but outside of that, not really expecting a whole lot. Also, low pressure off the Carolina coastline. That could become something tropical, but it's going to stay well off to our east. High pressure going to dominate our weather, and that is going to keep us dry through the weekend into early next week. So here's a look at your muggy meter. Again, the next couple of days, relatively manageable for this time of the year, and that's going to kind of coincide with the heat. So the heat index not going to be that big of an issue as we move into your weekend. Now, early next week, that's when the dew points start to rise back into the 70s. You're also going to have some chances of rain coming in by the middle of next week. But here's a look at your high temperatures versus the record. Now, we're going to be pretty close to record territory probably Sunday into Monday. Probably not going to get to 103, but definitely going to be in the triple digits for at least a 3-day stretch here across the Tennessee Valley. So not sure if we're going to break any records, but one thing's for certain, it's going to be very hot, and above normal temperatures look to continue over the next 6 to 10 days from the Pacific Northwest all the way to the southeast. And it may be a little bit cooler into the Great Lakes region, but outside of that, above normal temperatures look to be a lock, at least for the short term. Taking a look at your futurecast, that big blue H, that is high pressure. That is going to keep us dry today. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover along the Cumberland Plateau, but overall we're expecting some sunshine here in the valley. Going into your Friday, staying dry, really not a whole lot to talk about other than the heat, because again, our rain chance is not really going to be around, at least for the next couple of days. Unless maybe you're in the higher elevation, you may have some of that extra lift, which could produce a shower or two through the weekend. But again, that's going to be confined to the highest elevations here across the Tennessee Valley. Next 7 days, starting to put a little bit of rain over us, but still going to be pretty dry. The heaviest activity going to be along the East Coast, where we have that low pressure that I showed you earlier on, and that's off the Georgia coastline right now. And again, still dry. We could use the rain, but moderate drought conditions continuing with the latest drought monitor that was issued yesterday. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 98 Friday, 99 Saturday, Sunday 100 degrees. Then we're looking at 101 both Monday and Tuesday. The heat is here to stay, Paul.
Yeah, it is.